Sup everybody, welcome to the show. Haaland blanks again. That means tricky week in FPL. Saka misses out, Arsenal lose, Spurs score a hatful, yet Solanke and Johnson don't return.
Tom, this game is so hard this season. Haaland can completely sod off. I'm just saying, Jimenez and Welbeck, they scored again. My ranking looks awful, but sod it. Let's talk it through and have a laugh.
Follow us at Tom and Will FPL. Like and subscribe. Let's do this. Hello, William. How are you, buddy?
Do you want the truth, or do you want the... No, I'm good. I'm really good, mate. I'm good.
Let's begin.
Let's begin.
That was rough weekend, eh? Still got. So we were recording on Monday. Still one game to go, but I mean, don't know about you. I'm done. I'm out.
I'm out. Yesterday, I think you could tell from in fact, the whole week of my complete lack of communication, I was just like, this just isn't working out.
I was a bit scared about even texting you this week. I couldn't even bring myself to like one. I just sent you that one gift, didn't I? I was like, no words.
But you know what? The timing, I was like, does he mean the fact that Foden hasn't started, or does he mean for both of us the fact that Saka was completely? Yeah, it was both.
It was both. It was after the City team news came in and Foden wasn't starting. I was like, okay, now I'm going to text him. It'd already been a rough ride up to that point, and he's obviously brought Foden in. I was like, oh god, Jesus! I was obviously quite happy at that point that Foden wasn't starting.
But... I mean,
hey mate, came on, didn't he? Got you a little assist.
Thank God. Even though it was from a corner. I mean, we'll get into it. Yeah, a bit of a rough one.
Yeah. Did you do anything non-football related at the weekend, mate?
Well, do you know what I had? Because I was away in Lyme for like quite a while, just over a week. I just had like quite a lot of home admin. Like it's just so. Well, now I'm 40. I think I can get away with this. I can be like.
Picked up some new hobbies since you're 40, like rock collecting or something like that.
Yeah, tapestry. No, it's just.
Tapestry.
That's a great show. But yeah, I just needed to do like just tidy the flat and like clean stuff and like clean myself. But yeah, no, got my hair cut.
Yeah, it looks good, mate.
What about you?
Well, I worked on Saturday, which was very boring. But it was quite fun getting all the like goals coming into me and stuff at work. Made work a little bit more interesting. But nice. Really boring. And then just had a kind of chill out day. Went pumpkin picking yesterday with the girls. That's my life now.
Oh sure, yeah, no kids. Yeah, Halloween. It's a big deal, man. It's a big deal.
Yeah, they love it. Anyway, football
time.
On this week, guys, we'll go through a bit of the fallout from game week 8. We'll tell you how me and Will got on. The usual, guys. It's the usual. Nothing new to report. I think we've pretty much decided we're not really gonna give any advice going forward now because I mean it's a free for all. Do you know what I mean? So we're just gonna chat. We're gonna have a little chat about our philosophies going forward, what we're feeling like at the moment, and how we're gonna react to this situation. We'll have an update for the team takedown. Teen Machine did pretty decent this week. That's our differential team. Unsurprisingly, decent week for differential teams.
There you go.
And then also we'll check in on how our accumulator did as well. We've got our Acca Chatter, which we'll do again this week.
Yeah.
But first, let's get into some listener questions. Now, Will, unfortunately, you've been a little bit of a target this week, it seems, on social media.
That's fine.
Because you took a hit, didn't you? Took a hit this week. Just remind us of the changes that you did last week.
I took out Mohamed Salah and I exchanged him for Phil Foden. And I also took out Onana and I brought in Brennan Johnston.
Yeah, Will took a hit this week, and social media being social media, we're quick to jump on the gun. Chinese Alan, Will, you take so many hits. You said you sung on a streets track. Are you sure it wasn't Hit But You Know It? Salad Fingers got in touch. You're no Brad Hit. Maybe you should invest in a hit bit. Oh, nice. That's cool. Big Baz, will you dress up as Hitney Spears for me? That's a nice one from Big
That's
Baz.
very clever. Yeah.
Yeah. Slimy Noodles 111. Will the Hitman Heart?
I
Nice.
like
That's a
that.
personal favourite.
I like that.
Fugly Steve. Hit Harrington. Nice. And Pilau Pacino. Sir Hitsalot.
So
Very good.
yeah, all good. They're all. I mean, I'd expect nothing less from the listeners.
Oh no!
That's
Wait! One last one. Fuzzy Lobes 32. You put the hit in. Okay, we won't do that
yeah,
one. That's a good one. All right,
that's
that'll do.
good.
That'll do.
Thanks,
But
guys.
yeah, another hit. You've had a few this week now, Will. It's been a few hits. I mean, we're on game week, so that's 8 game weeks. How many hits have you had?
I think
do you
I've had
reckon?
it. I think I've had a hit every week, and it actually comes into what I'm going to talk about on my side. But yeah, it's pretty ugly this season.
I mean,
That's for
listen,
sure.
guys. You can Mickey take out a Will all you want, but I mean, the guy's playing the game, right? He's having hits all the time. He's played his wild card. He's played his. Did you play your free hit?
Done it.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? He's enjoying himself. He's getting his money's worth.
Do you know what I feel like?
And look at his little face. Do you know what I mean? He's enjoying himself.
I feel like starting this pod has made me do stupid things. Some of the stuff that I've been doing is just dumb. It's just dumb, but that's okay because it's only game week 9, and we have got a long way to go.
Oh yeah, for sure. And
You
I
know.
mean, I look at your team as well, and I'm like, it's not that bad. You know what I mean? It's just the thing is, right? If you're on socials and you're really paying attention to how people are doing, a lot of people who are very, very good managers, they're really struggling right now.
Literally,
So
Tom, literally my note number 1 is I've actually made some notes this week because I knew you guys would be coming for me. Yeah, I knew people were going to come for me. But it's exactly that. Like people that I've been following for years and years and years, like that have consistently been in like the top 100k, like consistently, even top 50, top 25k. They're back here with me at the 4 mil mark, having a rough time. So,
and I tell you what, I think it summarized quite nicely by my lads mini league, right? The guy who came last year. So last year, if you came last in our mini league, we have like an annual get together, like an annual FPL meet up in the summer holiday when the league finishes, and whoever lost had to come dressed in a full suit, dressed as Sam Allardyce. So his name this year is Big Sam. That's his manager name, Big Sam. He's top of the league. Of the league. I think it says it all. He didn't have Haaland all season last year. He's carried on this year. He wasn't fussed that he came last year. He's just like, sod it, mate. I'm doubling down and it's working, man. Go on then, mate. Let's see your team. Well, let's talk about it. Let's talk about where you're at.
Okay. So hang on 1 second. Let me just bring that baby up. It like on paper, it looks awful. 26 points, which is
-4.
-4. Yeah, -4. Still got Eza to play though. So
yes.
Now look, if he gets a brace and an assist, we re-record this section, right? Like cut here. and
I can just imagine you cutting this, mate. If he does get like a 15-point haul or something, right?
Tonight.
Suddenly there's cut and you've got like a cigar on and some shades suddenly. We can see you. Just like a 5-minute section where you're just on your own.
Anyway, so back to it. So Raya in goal, 1 point, excellent. Trent Alexander-Arnold, 2 points, excellent. Gabriel, 1 point, excellent. Lewis, 2 points, also excellent. McNeil, great, 6 points. Everton, what a lovely touch, turn, pass, beautiful, great player, passing that eye test as per. Foden came off the bench, as we said, scored 4 points with an assist from a corner. Eza to play, and Muomwr was held down by Manchester United, which we'll come back to, with 2 points. Johnson still could have got a couple of goals for Tottenham, 2 points. Calvin Lewin is trolling us forever with 2 points, and Captain Haaland for 4 points. So literally no one scored apart from McNeil and Foden. And on my bench, Fabianski 0, Pau Torres, Aston Villa 2 points. Greaves was injured, João Pedro's injured. Both out for a considerable amount of time by the looks of things. Just checking on Greaves. Back on the 24th of November. Yeah, hamstring.
Yeah.
So all in all, an absolute horror show. I've dropped down to just inside 4 million, -4. But the stinger is Salah. I don't care about this points. I care about my decision about taking out Salah and then him hauling.
Yeah. We mentioned it. We did talk about it last week, didn't we? And we said
did. You
that
text me.
Salah being Salah, there's a chance he might do well. We'd obviously had enough of him last week, and he's not been looking great. And the thing is, in this game, he's still largely quiet, but he got his penalty. As I said, that does paper over the cracks quite a lot. Yeah. Great assist. He got a fantastic assist.
It could have had a couple. Yeah. What a great game, though. What a great game.
He's great. Yeah, it was a really good game. Obviously, I really enjoyed it.
I think Chelsea, after Christmas, if they continue to work the way they're working, maybe they bring, even though Nicholas Jackson's got his shooting boots on at the moment, if they do bring someone in January, another forward potentially.
Mate, can't be bringing more forwards in. They've got João Felix, can't get a minute. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but there's rumours. That's Chelsea. They're doing it. So if they do, they could be in there for not just top 4.
I think that's a stretch. I reckon, mate. No, you're right, mate. They're doing well. But let's not get carried away. They're not chipping. I don't expect them to get into the top 3. They'll be fighting for 4th place. They're going to get better and better. Jackson looks great. It would be a mistake for me to drop Jackson. He played fantastic yesterday. He really impresses me when I watch him.
Yeah.
And do you know what I mean? If he's keeping João Felix out, you know, they don't. I mean, I'm not, obviously, mate, you're absolutely right. Yeah, but wouldn't rule it out. But Jota went off injured. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Darwin came on, was very quiet. Obviously, Liverpool playing Arsenal next. That's going to be a tough game. Arsenal without Saliba. Do you see the red card?
It's been down. Yeah, I did see the red card. I must admit, I'm so split between that because I think the ball was curving quite severely in towards Ben White. But one thing, a bit of a nod to Bournemouth and that set piece. What a well work. Playing against a team who have obviously trained their arses off to practice their set pieces. Arsenal, Gabriel, we've seen him. They're very strong. They got their asses handed to them with that set piece. What a lovely, lovely touch and finish, you know. And then did you see who was it who scored, sorry?
Christie.
Yeah, the way he went in his celebration, he was like, "It works." I liked that.
Yeah, it was really good, man.
But yeah, good game as well.
Good game. United won, mate.
Well, this is one of the things that I wanted to. One of my rants that
keep him in, mate. Keep Ten Hag in. That's going to buy him another few months, right? Come on, mate. Tasty goals as well.
Rashford playing on the right.
Good assist.
I know. It just hopefully they kick on. You know, they got angry about that goal, De Ligt head injury, which should have been sorted out, and big questions looking at our medical staff. I think, which is another really important point, which I won't go into properly, but. He got so cross, and then they had that fire going into the dressing room, and they were like, "Let's go!" And it made a difference.
I did enjoy the Højlund goal. A really nice assist from Bruno. Lovely finish from Højlund with a little dink over the goalie. Yeah, it was a good goal. It was slick, mate. It was really good. And Brentford are a tough side, so fair play to United, mate.
Yeah, we shut them out, but yeah, it was good.
Shut them out. And Mbeumo only had one shot all game.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, no quick goal for them.
No.
Brennan Johnson, you bought in. Mate, imagine Spurs winning 4-1 and neither Johnson or Solanke getting anything.
Yeah, I mean, that was the thing. I'm quite glad that, because I know we spoke last week about the fact I wanted to bring in Solanke, and you questioned about the positioning, and then I did a little bit of looking into it, and I was like, God, you're absolutely right. And people are still talking about it this week. It was another game where he was dropping back, or he's for the team that puts the most crosses in the box, for the fact that he doesn't get on the end of a lot of them. is interesting. But Johnson looked really good again.
I think my main takeaway was like Sonny looked back. Like he was
Oh,
great. He was really good. And mate, Spurs, they are playing so attacking. Like, mate, have you seen their attacking stats? So like they're second for most shots. They're second for most shots on target. They're top for most shots in the box, 105 shots in the box. Big chances, they're third. XG, they're top. Um, Total goals scored this season, they're second only to City. Do you know what I mean? Like all the attacking metrics, mate, they are bang at the top.
right.
So one of my big takeaways is like, I need someone in. I think it's something we've really got to be looking at. And obviously, I said last week, in my head, I'm just working to getting Palmer back in, but I feel like a Spurs asset has got to be on the radar, either Brennan Johnson or Sonny. I don't know. I know, like with Arsenal's fixtures, obviously, as Saliba being out, can I afford to like lose Saka and maybe get in Son for a couple of weeks or something like that? It's tricky. The thing is, right, when you have a bad game in FPL, recency bias really comes into its own when you're kind of jumping on bandwagons. You're like, look, he did great this week. Maybe that's the guy. And that's exactly where my head's at now. It's like I'm looking at Spurs because they just won 4-1. They looked really good. Son looks great. And Saka hasn't played. So it's like you're leaning towards, your brain just says, well, Saka bad, Son good. And it's simple as that. And you've got to be quite disciplined to not just go Saka out for Son, because Saka's playing Liverpool. Like, that's easily done with the fixtures coming up. You could easily get rid of Saka, and then in a couple of weeks you'll be wanting him back in again. Like, Saka will be back in the next game. Could easily score against Liverpool and do something good, and everyone's going to want him back in. So it's tricky. It's what I mean. It's like you've got to play your own game. You've got to kind of go with your gut to a certain extent on who you think is going to do well in those games, and just manage those transfers. It's tricky. It is tricky.
You're going to have to rotate them. The premium strikers, midfielders, sorry, I think are always going to have to be rotated in some way, shape, or form. It's exactly as you said, TK. Like, I think that's a huge, huge point to be like, are you chasing your tail? Are you just jumping on bandwagons?
Yeah.
Play the fixtures, play the players, and know
Well,
what
I think, you just got to be patient. You got to be patient, man. Patience is so key.
That is literally what's like in bold on my note. Just don't do the knee jerk. This season is slightly different. I know we all want to get on the bandwagons before, or like get on the curve, like as I said last week with Foden and Haaland's a big question.
Mate, everyone's just so bored of Haaland now, man. Like,
right?
City are just not performing since Rodri's gone. They just look so average, man, and it's so hard to even like put up cases. Like, we're still like the whole Foden chat for me. It's just based off City of last season. Like, what are we really going on to go right? City they're not. Let's quickly look at their results. Right, 2-1 against Wolves. Away to Wolves, bottom of the league. They've beat Fulham 3-2, drew to Newcastle 1-1, drew to Arsenal 2-2, beat Brentford 2-1. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're not smashing teams that they should be smashing. I think almost, again, like the Haaland hat tricks makes them seem more attacking than maybe what they are. Like, it's tricky. It's tricky. And I just think maybe we're getting blindsided.
I think you're absolutely right.
He's annoying, Haaland. Let's get rid of him. The thing is, mate,
I'm tempted.
They're home to Southampton this week. I'm like, oh,
get rid of him.
I'm going to triple captain him. Definitely triple captain's gone now. Gone. I was going to do it. Now it's gone. I don't trust it.
Same. I absolutely the same. But you do know, and we'll cut back to this next week.
4 goals he's going to score.
Don't mark my words. I guarantee, like Pep, there will be a reaction from last week, I reckon, and he will bang. Yeah, like maybe a double hat trick. Put double hat trick on his. I'll put it in the Acca. I'll put it in the Acca.
Double hat trick.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway,
all right. Let's look at my team. So this week, marginally better than Will. 30 points, and I'm all out now. I've got Saka to go off, and I've got John Duran to come on for a lovely juicy point. That guy. In my team, I had Raya at 1 point, Trent for 2 points, Vardiel, nice 10-pointer, Gabriel 1 point, Luis Diaz 1 point, and Wemo 2 points. McNeil was my transfer in this week. Took out Semenyo. That was a good transfer. McNeil got me 6 points. Saka 0, Smith Rowe 1, Calvert-Lewin 2, Captain Haaland with 2, doubled to 4. There's a few players in here that I don't like looking at anymore. Most of which is Dominic Calvert-Lewin. We say the same thing every week. Mate, he could have had a hat trick again. Like, he's having big chances, that guy. He just cannot finish. He is and looks every bit of an Everton striker, of a team that struggles to score goals. He's having great chances on a plate, and he's just smashing them into the goalie every time.
It's that.
Pop it round him, Dominic, for God's sake. Over the top.
Come on, anywhere
just
but.
putting it at him every time, Dominic. So yeah, I'd love to get him out, but I don't know I can. Duran is killing me. He's killing me. He's such a good player, but Watkins is playing incredible. Duran's not getting into this side. He's not starting any games anytime soon. So he's got to go. Smith Rowe, he's gone quiet, which is a shame. My decision to keep Smith Rowe over Morgan Rogers is really hurting now. It's really hurting. And I'd love to reverse that decision, even though Fulham have got good fixtures and Villa's fixtures are turning a little bit. Rogers just looks so good. Again, that's not a. I'm into this now. I haven't got the luxury of taking him out, so I'm sticking with him.
I don't think that's a bad thing. I think their fixtures do look good. I think they look good.
Luis Diaz is unfortunate. We kind of knew that he wouldn't start this game. He never does after international breaks because he has to go all the way to Colombia half the time. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So, but I fancied him to come on and do something. And as always, he looks great when he comes on. And I'd earmarked my transfers this week. I said I'd be going maybe Trent down to Aït-Nouri, and then I'd go maybe Duran out for cut price striker, which we'll come back to, and then getting Diaz out for Palmer, because I quite fancy Palmer this week at home to Newcastle. Newcastle are not doing it. They are not at it at all. And I fancy Palmer to do something this week. I really do. I think he's going to play well. We know Newcastle quite tight at the back, and Palmer's hauls have come against weaker defences that play a high line. That is not Newcastle, but I don't know. I've got a hunch. I'm going with my gut, and I think that Palmer is going to do something this week.
How many transfers do you have this week? Just the one?
No, I've got 2 free transfers.
You got two, right? So that's good. Yeah.
That's nice. But the thought of taking a hit when the points tallies have been so poor, it's making me change my mind on this. I was embracing a -4 this week, but I'm considering maybe not doing that this week. So it's something I've got to think about. I think I've got one of my big conundrums is I want to free up some cash to at least give myself a chance of getting to Palmer in the near future, and downgrading Trent or Gabriel to Aït-Nouri. We know this is where Wolves' fixture run starts. So yeah, I would love to get Aït-Nouri in, but it's like, who do you take out of Trent or Gabriel? I can't decide, because it's like Gabriel, right? I did a little player comparison, right? So Trent's got 43 points, Gabriel 40. There's really not much in it at all. He's highest for expected points. He's higher than Gabriel for expected clean sheets. He's getting more bonus points. Trent's got an assist. Gabriel hasn't. But Gabriel's got 2 goals. Trent hasn't scored any yet. So, I mean, it's tit for tat. Obviously, there's also like a bit of a saving between Trent and Gabriel. Like, what's Gabriel now? 6.3. Trent's 7.1. But yeah, it's just a decision. And they're playing each other this week. So, I mean, chances are neither of them are going to get me a decent return this week. It's just I don't know, mate. I just don't know.
I think that one of the major things that I take in is Liverpool's fixtures. Best defense in the league, right? As we know, you've had one loss so far, and you've won every other game. Just that one at Nottingham Forest against Nottingham Forest, but every other game you've had Ipswich, Brentford, Manchester United, Nottingham Forest, Bournemouth, Wolves, Crystal Palace, and Chelsea. Chelsea, as we said, was Liverpool's first test, and Trent has, as we not picked up a huge amount of points for that amount of 7.1. So personally, and we all know, and everyone's going on, oh, Arsenal's defence aren't the same defence as they were last season. At the beginning of the season, they did really well because Raya was like on fire on a whole different planet. But last season, he didn't really have much to do because the defense was so solid. You could argue that, okay, they're not as good as they were last season, or you can just say they've actually had just tougher fixtures. They've had Wolves. Okay, Wolves weren't great at the beginning of the season, and then they had Aston Villa, Brighton easy, Tottenham tough game, which obviously Gabriel did incredibly well, scored in that game. Then they had Man City, Leicester easy, Southampton easy, Bournemouth, as we've seen, pretty tricky. So when you put those in comparison, plus the amount of money, personally, it's got to be Trent. You've got to get rid of Trent for me.
I mean, obviously, I'm biased. It's tricky because, mate, Liverpool top of the league, right? And like you say, so best defense. Plus, he plays for Liverpool, my team. So I just like to watch him. He looks nice.
He does.
And he gives you that assist potential. But I hear he's expensive. But the thing is, like, with Saliba out, are you backing? I don't think they're going to get clean sheets. They had 3 glorious opportunities to get clean sheets against Southampton, Bournemouth, and Ipswich. Did they get any clean sheets? Absolutely not. So it's now they're coming into some like real tough fixtures, and they haven't got arguably their best defender. You're relying on attacking returns from your 6.3 centre back, and I think that's punchy. At least with Trent, you know that he's involved in everything.
He is. I mean, this is you hit the nail on the head. The fixtures coming up. You've got Arsenal next week. Then you Liverpool have a dicey run here. Arsenal, however, have a chunk of bad fixtures, and then they get nice.
Yeah, you're right. But then if you just like objectively just stand back and look at it, right? Don't even look at the fixtures. Just go, who's the better team at the moment? Like Liverpool or Arsenal?
Don't make me say it. I'm not going to say no. Liverpool are the better team right now.
Because that's the thing. I'm just making me question everything. So, like, do you just need to just take a step back, just forget the stats, just go look. Who are the best teams in the league right now? Which players? Which teams? And it's like if you just take everything away, just go real down to brass tacks. You're like Liverpool, Spurs, probably Villa, right? Mm-hmm. Villa. Although they got tough fixtures, they're playing great football.
Manchester United.
Sure. And also, mate, like, you know, I was talking about bringing in 2 Wolves players this week. Like, do you know how batshit that sounds? That is FPL, right?
They're bottom of the league, aren't they now?
They're bottom of the league. They haven't won a game, have they? Like, honestly. And yes, they're playing well, and yes, I expect them to do well. But it's like we're Pep, like we're going full Pep. We're overanalyzing it, and it's like, I need to get these Wolves players in my team. I need to get 2 of them in because they've got a fantastic run. It's like, yes, but is Aït-Nouri really going to get attacking returns every week? Is Strand Larsen and Cunha going to be banging in the goals every week? Probably not. And it's like, am I wasting transfers on these guys? Talking about taking out like Luis Diaz and Trent Alexander-Arnold to try and make way for some Wolves coverage. It's like, what are you doing, mate? What are you doing? What is this?
Yeah, but
what is this game?
I know, but you look at that run.
One thing I did notice this week is obviously we've been talking about Cunha, right? Yeah. Mate, Strand Larsen needs to be discussed, right? He is now officially Wolves' top point scorer. He's got 34 points. Cunha's on 31. They've both got 3 goals. Strand Larsen has got an assist. He's had 5 big chances. Cunha has had a ton more shots. He's got 21 shots compared to Strand Larsen's 10. But Cunha's only had 2 big chances, mate. So the quality of chance is far greater for Strand Larsen. Like Cunha's obviously taking more like pot shots because his heat map is not really in the box, to be honest with you. His heat map's in the number 10 role, as we know. He like floats across that front line. But Strand Larsen is all centre of the penalty box. Like it's on the penalty spot for his heat map. So and at 5.5, mate, I'm thinking he needs to come in. I think if I'm going with anyone between the two,
So you could
I'm going to take out Haaland, right? I'm going to get Haaland out. I'm going to get Strand Larsen in. Going to triple captain him this week. And yeah, looking forward to it.
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, obviously, guys, we've waffled quite a lot. And you can tell from the way we're chatting that we are just kind of questioning everything. Nothing is clear. When you have weeks like this where the teams and players are performing that you don't expect, then it makes life and planning ahead very difficult. You know, you just want your kind of, you know, your quality players to be hauling for you. When they don't, it's suddenly tricky if you want to start getting them out because you've got money tied up in your team all over the place. It makes planning transfers very difficult. So I guess the thing is, like what we're saying at the top, patience. We've got Champions League this week. Let's wait till Friday. Let's see how we're feeling. Obviously, emotional after the weekend. Still got a game to play tonight. Things are going to get worse, I'm afraid, guys, because so many players had Morgan Rogers on the bench, and with Saka not playing, so many players are going to have him coming on. Yeah. You think your rank's bad now? Wait till tomorrow morning. I'm afraid.
Guys, don't forget that this week it's a Friday night deadline, isn't it?
Yes, mate. We didn't know. I never look at what days the fixtures are on, as you can probably tell each week. But we were only talking last week. We were like, mate, we need a Friday game in my life. And wouldn't you know it, the very next week, we've got next week? We've got to look forward to
Leicester versus Forest.
Leicester versus Forest. So they've given us a fixture on the Friday, and it's going to be a 1-0. Fantastic.
which I think's rather unfair because the fact that Forest play tonight on Monday and then they also play on Friday. I think it's just not really.
Mate, you are so right, Will.
Like, is the FPL, and whether it's to do with the Champions League table or I don't, or FA Cup having their own weekend or whatever it is, they seem to have gone like.
Do you know what would be funny? Let's get Nottingham Forest. Let's get Nottingham Forest back out on a Friday. But guys, they literally just played on the Monday. I know. You just wait.
Yeah. Oh, but it's only against Leicester. Yeah, but it is away.
Can't wait to see Nuno's little face. You watch it, Violet. Hey, let's so we'll check in on the teen machine next. But before we do that, hey guys, join our mini league, man. Yeah. Come on. We're doing terribly at the moment. You could come in, take a clean sweep.
Easy.
The link is in the bio. The league code is MUOMWR. Winner gets a nice Premier League jersey for next season. Should we check in on it, Will? Just see who's top at the moment.
I've got it up. Christoph is bang on top again, 42 points.
Is he?
He had a nice little... He had Mo Salah still in his team. This would have been me. He's also had Nicholas Jackson in there as well, and he brought Foden in. So he's had a lovely little return there.
Mate, I've just seen fourth in the league. Winners never quit. I love
Great
that.
name.
FPL FOMO is someone I have a bit of interaction with on socials. So that's great. Love that.
Great name.
Anyway.
Yes.
Yeah.
Come join us.
Come and join the mini league. Right. Teen Machine. As I said at the top of the show, kind of a big week. Not particularly impressive score, but it was big because, ladies and gentlemen, we have overtaken Spike. The differential team is officially ahead of Spike, who has any player he wants. So we got 31 points this week. We took out Bailey, bought in Foden, and captained him as well. And obviously, captain as this week, not many people got any returns. So Foden's assist will welcome with open arms. We got Anana in goal, 2 points. Ruben Diaz, 2 points. Delict, 2 points. Robertson, 2 points. Akanji, Nilpois is going to be going off for Cunha, 2 points for him. Madison with the assist got us 4 points. Bowen got 2 points. I could have sworn Bowen got the assist for the first goal.
Me too.
For West Ham's only goal. I need to check on that. I can see the cross. I can see the goal. I can't remember why he hasn't got the assist. Must have been a nick on it somewhere. Dwight McNeil, 6 points. Foden's 8. Trossard, 3 points. He's been a real pain in the arse since bringing him in. I'd love to get him out, Trossard. We've still got Mateta to play tonight as well. So, not bad. We had Leno on the bench as well. Leno got the assist at the weekend, which was nice. So 31 points for us this week. Didn't have to take any hits, which is a rarity. And I wonder, Will, I was expecting Foden to have to go straight out next week. I wonder if the fact that he didn't start, we might squeeze another week out of him before he goes up to 10% owned.
I think so. I think he will start. I just have a feeling that he starts against Southampton. There was an embrace by Pep at the end as they were walking off, and he was like, "Great, you made a difference." And there was something that I've got a feeling about. I'm
pretty sure I saw him like mouthing the words, "You will start against Southampton."
I saw it.
Yeah, I saw that.
But yeah, I think that we do have one more week out of him. It looks good. Yeah, Mateta's still to play, so he could increase. Who knows? But Spike, should I go through Spike's team quickly?
Yeah, go on.
He had a tough week. Another one of our...
Tough out there, guys.
It's tough out there, man. He only scored 21 points total. Raya, Trent, Gabriel, Van der Ven scored in 1. Saka's going to come on for Mazraoui. Not a great... Another 1 point exchange there. Johnson 2 and Bramo 2. Rogers with 6. Captain Haaland 4. Calvin Lewin. He does have the Woodman to play this evening. So, you know, if the Woodman gets a hat-trick... this could all change. but he doesn't. True. He scores 1 goal and 1 goal only, as we know. So,
and we are only 1 point ahead of him as things stand. 1 point. Well. No, actually, that's going to go up to 2 points because he's got Mazraoui coming on for Saka for 1 point. We've got Cunha coming on for Kanji for 2 points. Yes. So that's an extra point ahead. So we've got a little buffer, and then it's Mateta versus Wood. I fancy it. But yeah, great week. We are catching him up. He's going down.
Do we have anyone? I'm just whizzing through. Do you know if we have anyone that we have to change this week?
Not at the moment. Not at the moment. We're good as things stand.
Really?
Foden was the concern. So we could have a little play. Because, mate, I mean, I'm starting to go all in with this team now. Do you know what I mean? It's
yeah. My team. I was just looking at it going, this is fun.
Yeah.
Who are you thinking?
Play with this team. Well, let's have a look, right? So we could... Surely let's go down to the under 10% owned. We've got Brennan Johnson's under 10. Semenyo's under 10. We've got Jota's under 10. Where's Sonny? Sonny's gone back up. No, I reckon Sonny's got to be under 10, hasn't he?
No, I think he's instantly been brought in.
No, mate, 5.9%.
You're kidding.
No, mate.
I'm getting him in.
I think Sonny's got to be under consideration, and I'd love to get Trossard out.
Anything to get any Arsenal player out of this side, to be honest.
Because, mate, look, let's teach what we preach, right? We've just talked about how, just look at it objectively, Spurs are one of the most attacking teams. They've just won 4-1. They're looking great. Sonny looks good. Playing Crystal Palace this week. Let's not overthink it. Let's get him in.
All right. Well, let's just wait for tonight.
Let's wait. Because, I mean, so Sonny, we had this before. He's 5.9% owned on Monday morning. By the weekend, let's see. Another one we could bring in.
Yeah.
Raul Jimenez.
Right. He is right there. I'm glad you brought him up.
Right. His next 3 fixtures, he's 7.7% owned. Everton, Brentford, Palace.
How do we discuss those sneaky little like hidden transfers that you don't like? Not that I don't. I mention everything on here, but he is on my watch list for sure. So I like that idea.
All right. So yeah, we'll see. We'll update you guys on socials at the end of the week. See how the ownership's looking, and then we'll make a call. Okay, let's look at our Acca Chatter. It's time for some Acca Chatter, Will. So last week, we have still got a game to play. Unfortunately, it doesn't really matter.
It looked good for a
Spurs.
minute. It looked good for a
Yeah,
minute.
we did. We had a good start.
Yeah.
So we said Spurs versus West Ham. We said Spurs would win and over 2.5 goals. Win. Fulham versus Villa. Both teams to score. Win. Ipswich versus Everton. We said Everton win. Correct. That was another win. Manchester United versus Brentford. We said both teams to score. I managed to hold off you from
Yeah, I
saying
know.
Brentford
I
win.
know.
So we won that one. So it was a good start, and then it went slightly peaked on when Newcastle Brighton we thought would be both teams to score. Thought Newcastle would score at home. Did not. Southampton versus Leicester. In hindsight, probably a bit punchy. We said was under 2.5 goals.
It was an absolute
5
blinder.
goals in that game.
Another
Yeah.
great game. Vardy
Yeah.
again on the score sheet.
Brutal for Southampton, man. Oh,
Awesome.
I felt for him big time. Brutal. And then Bournemouth versus Arsenal. Obviously, that's a coupon buster for, I imagine, most people. Arsenal losing to Bournemouth. We had Arsenal to win. Sunday, we did all right. City to win and Liverpool Chelsea over 2.5 goals. So we, out of the 9 matches that have been played thus far, we got 6 correct.
It's not bad. But
No, it's not bad. But also,
also-
I think we got a bit punchy last week with the under 2.5 goals. We said tonight it's under 2.5 goals as well. We'll see. Because Mateta's going to score a hat trick, so that's already done right there.
I'll tell you one thing that we've not discussed, and we won't discuss it in too much depth, was that goal, Man City's last minute goal, allowed or not allowed?
For me, it was fine. For me, because like he wasn't in the line of sight as the ball came in. He's ducking, he's getting away from it. Like he did everything could not to be in the way.
When you play it at real time,
I didn't have a problem with it.
Same, but when you play when you look at it at real time, how quickly he's in contact with him. He's in contact with him when the ball is in the air, like he's affecting in offside position, and then the headers come in slow mo. It's like he's got all the time in the world. He's clear line of sight. It is. If it was England Germany, what would you say?
I'd have been rioting in the streets, mate.
But that's the thing. It's like if it was the other way, if it was Liverpool, United, or whatever, you'd be up in arms.
Yeah,
Is
I
there
think
some bias?
I'd obviously when it's City and it's the last 5 minutes, you've already got like an air of acceptance before it's even happened. I'd also had like half a bottle of wine at that point as well. I was like, oh, it looks fun. Fucking City, they do it every week. Every week.
There's some bias there. No, but the pressure was mounting for Wolves. Good, well played to them though. Well played. Great game. Another. Right. So this week,
Friday's game, Leicester versus Nottingham Forest. You're putting the bet on this week, Will.
I've got them all up. I'm ready.
Nice, my guy. This is a really tough one, right? So I looked. Expected goals, quite similar for these teams, right? Leicester, slightly less than Nottingham Forest, 8.23 to 8.42. But so, although Leicester's expected goals is less, they've scored 12 goals this season. Nottingham Forest scored 7. So they're scoring quite a lot of goals. They're overperforming by quite a lot. But to add more confusion is Leicester have conceded 14 goals to Nottingham Forest 6.
I thought you said
It's tough, isn't it?
I thought you said we were going to make this snappy.
I know, but this game's really. I'm struggling with. You tell me. You tell me where you think we'll go with it.
The first game is just probably one of the hardest ones. Just
it is. That's the one. I'm like, I don't got a clue. It's at Leicester's at home. Like if it was the other way around and Forest at home, I'd just go, let's go Forest. But Leicester have just got their first win. Like it's a really tough one.
Should we go on the draw, or you want to go for goals? Draws always a big, like it gets our returns up there. And as you said last week, the reason why, because it's pretty unlikely.
Yeah, there's And the Friday game's gonna come back to haunt us because it's like by come Saturday morning we're done.
Yeah, we're done.
We're out.
Oh, it's so brutal. Well, I don't know.
I think. Should we just go both teams to score because not
Nice.
Leicester are at home. They're overachieving. So although they don't deserve goals, they seem to get them somehow.
Do you know what? It's 1.65, both teams to score. Moving on.
Cool. Right, Villa versus Bournemouth. Again, I'm thinking both teams to score and maybe a Villa win. Because Villa don't keep clean sheets, and Bournemouth, they're very attacking. I didn't realise they're really up on. Like, I always knew that Semenyo had been like top for shots, but Bournemouth, they're like top 5 for most of the attacking metrics. So they are a very good team.
Did not know that.
As Arsenal found out.
Yeah, get
so
stuck.
I think Villa will win. But we could be punchy and be like Villa win and both teams to score.
I've put it in.
While you're doing that, I'm going to look ahead to Brentford versus Ipswich. I mean, I'd say that Mbeumo is a captaincy option this week at home to Ipswich. Ipswich have the highest expected goals in the league. Visser came back. I don't know if he'll start this game, but he's back. He's in our differential team. So I'm thinking Brentford win.
Yep. I think that's all day long. It's nice and simple. 1.67.
Yeah. Brighton versus Wolves. So Brighton, they've really like come back again. They started the season well, dipped for a little bit, and now they're back again. Welbeck keeps scoring.
But he went off on a stretcher. What do we
missed that.
know? Oh,
I missed
mate!
that.
Look, I've got to check it out. I've been meaning to check it out, and it's one of those things that has just passed me by. He went off on a stretcher on gas and air, and it was like I was devastated.
So according to the FPL app, which it's not a horrific source of information, back injury, 75% chance of playing.
Danny, I'm just having a quick look at the Daily Express. There are other newspapers out there. Danny Welbeck provides back injury update following A&E trip after being stretchered off.
I had a great time. I've been on gas and air. I'm high as a kite. I'll be fine next week. I'm ready to go. Coach. Let's go.
Oh, it didn't look good. He's clutching his lower back. There is no way that he's coming back on from this week's game.
You reckon?
When back injuries, you want to get rid of them. You want to make sure.
Fine. It's fine because Brian's got like 300 other attackers, no?
He tweeted after saying, or whatever you X'd. That does. I hate X. Anyway, it's still a bit sore, but after some extra checks and the scans day, I'm pleased to say I should be back in training soon. Thanks to our medical staff and Newcastle's Royal Infirmary A&E for their care and professionalism. Also to the boys for waiting for me to get home. Huge 3 points.
If he doesn't play, Evan Ferguson's going to come in. But yeah, it does make it tricky, doesn't it? Does make it a tricky shout. Both teams to score.
Yep.
Done. City versus Southampton. I think we said double hat trick for Haaland, didn't we, in this game?
Double hat trick.
Yeah, do that. Yeah, I think you'll be able to find City win and Haaland score anytime.
Okay.
And then the Saturday evening kickoff, Everton versus Fulham. This is tricky. Did I mention this is going to be tricky? I think
that is tricky.
I think that's for both teams to score. We're sitting on the fence a lot, mate.
Yeah, we are.
Like Everton at home, they're playing really well attacking wise. Dominic Calvert-Lewin aside.
What about both teams to score, not Calvert-Lewin?
Calvert-Lewin to miss a hatful of chances.
Yeah. Calvert-Lewin shot on target, no goal.
Yeah. Calvert-Lewin to score.
Hang on, let's have a look at the apps, the odds on.
Just a little odds booster. Calvert-Lewin to score any time.
Hang on, I can't find him.
Let's do it, mate. I'm in.
Shall
I
I?
can't call this, mate. Let's do it.
You can tell that we're not big betters, eh? Because like
We're
just
not big betters, guys.
and
We're
guys,
betting just to remind everyone. We're going to bet £1 each on this game because, as you can tell, we're not taking it very seriously. We're going to lose this money, but it's a bit of fun. Just a bit of fun. No one's betting on Calvert-Lewin to score
it's
this weekend,
only
right?
fun if you bet responsibly.
It's only fun when you bet with £1.
That's good, Tom.
Chelsea
Right.
versus Newcastle. Chelsea win.
Okay, so Crystal Palace, Tottenham,
Tottenham,
away win.
right? Away
Yep,
win.
easy. West Ham United, West Ham at home.
I mean,
Oof, got to be a United win, eh? Momentum. Think about the momentum. Garnacho's going to start.
let's do it. Man United win. Never thought I'd say that this year. That's a ridiculous shout for an Acca.
Okay, but here's a real one: Arsenal Liverpool. How you feeling? You feeling it? Well, I'm out here because Arsenal at home. Havertz usually scores at home. Saka probably would be back, but no Saliba.
Both teams to score for sure. I mean, is it the two best defenses in the league, arguably?
Let's do
Both
it.
teams to score.
I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Let's do it.
Right, what's that giving us?
That is a potential return of £506 as it stands.
Cool. Lock it in. That's enough betting chat, guys. Please
Yeah.
bet responsibly. What's the new saying? Betting's only fun when you bet with £1. Anyway, transfers and captains this week. So my transfers, I'm going to smash as many Wolves players as I can in my team, and no, I think realistically, there's a good chance Trent's going out for Aït-Nouri, and there's a chance I'm either going to stick to the plan and maybe go John Duran down to Strand Larson, and then Palmer can come in next week. I'm going off the -4 idea, but we'll see.
Captain?
The little cheeky out there shout is bringing a Spurs player in this week for Saka, but also unlikely, I'd say. Captain choice, it's Haaland, home to Southampton. Other options, I'd say, that to be on the radar. I don't think anyone's going against Haaland this week. You can't do it. But Watkins at home to Bournemouth, and Mbeumo at home to Ipswich.
That's the one
Palmer
for
at
me,
home
yeah.
to Newcastle. There's some good options there.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, I'm totally looking at Mbeumo versus Ipswich. I think that is a tasty one. But Haaland, Southampton, it's got to be, isn't it? It's got to
Can't
be.
go against that. You'd be
Imagine.
mental to go against it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Imagine if he scores a double hat trick and you're like, well, I went with Mbeumo.
I hear it's just so messed up. The FPL, full stop.
Yeah.
Right, what am I going to do? I was originally going to take another -4 and try and squeeze in Palmer for Eze, but
So Hitsalot.
yeah, so Hitsalot, but I am gonna take that advice that we kind of said and preached about patience, and I'm just going to not. I'm probably gonna be really boring and roll a transfer and try and break this cycle. I might just hopefully Ezra gets a big result tonight, which is great. Tottenham, who knows? I don't know, and just allow myself to get to Palmer a little bit later without taking hits.
Very good. Very good.
And yeah, and Haaland, obviously captain.
Good luck, mate.
Cheers, brother.
All right, guys. That's us done. Thank you very much for tuning in. We wish you the best of luck for game week 9. We've got this. Haaland's going to score a double hat trick, guys. It's very exciting. Heard it here first. And yeah, if you're listening to us on the podcast, on Apple or Spotify, please leave us a 5-star rating. It's super helpful for us.
It really helps. Please.
Yeah, don't forget to follow us on socials. Get in touch, guys. You've heard this episode. get in touch with me. I'm on X. I run X, and Will's on Instagram. Get in touch with us. Let us know what you
Yeah.
think. Come and have a little chat. We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah. But you know what? Bring on the teasing. We can take it. I can take it. Tom can take it. Leave some comments on
Oh,
YouTube if you're watching. Like, let's go for it. Tell us what we're doing wrong, what we're doing right. Let's have
and
it all.
please keep up the hit puns because I'm loving them.
Yeah, mate. The narrative will be swung. United are going to start pounding every team, and I will be climbing those ranks. I'm
Yeah.
coming for you. Coming for you all.
And now Brad Hit's on his way to get himself a hit bit. Nice one. Right, that's a wrap this week. Hit the music. See you later.
Boom. Oh, it can't get any worse, can it?